Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to day 2 of Ahmedabad International Literature Festival. We hope you all had an insightful and inspiring day yesterday, and we are delighted to have you back as we continue our celebration of stories, ideas, and creativity. First of all, I'd like to thank our sponsors, that is, our patron partner, Gujarat Tourism. It is powered by Icon Barcode Solutions Private Limited. Calorex is our school partner. GMDC, our silver sponsor. Our hospitality partner, that is Ranisa by Marriott. Literary partner, Sahitya Manch. Cultural partner, ICCR. Publishing partner, Serene Publishers. Cinema partner, Serene Films, and it is an initiative of Icon Education Foundation. Now, I would like to invite our director, founder director, Uma Shankar Yadav, to have words with you and start the sessions. Please, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Niriksha. Good morning, Ahmedabad. We had a very exciting day yesterday, and you expect even better day today, even better exciting day today. We have lined up a galaxy of speakers who will be speaking on a range of topics. So there is everything for everyone. We are going to start the day with children's Krishna Conceptual's children's reading session. Children are already here. You can join them at Center for Environment Education, Thaltesh Tekara, Ahmedabad. It is just opposite Gurudwara on SG Highway. You can reach here very easily. We are looking forward to welcome you all. Those who are in and around Ahmedabad, please do join us in the auditorium. In any case, if you are not able to join us, you can always log into our Facebook page, that is facebook.com/umashankar.3950. It is live there. You can find everything live. You can still enjoy the sessions. Thank you so much. And I'll just give you an idea like what we are going to do the whole day. The day 2 starts, as I mentioned, children's reading session by Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center. It is followed by a wonderful session by Sparks of Innovation, सृजन की चिंगारियाँ. इसमें भाग लेंगे डॉक्टर भगवान दास पटेल, प्रदीप सारंग, और ये सेशन मॉडरेट किया जाएगा सबा सईद द्वारा. दिस इज़ गोइंग टू बी वेरी एक्साइटिंग. उसके बाद आप लोगों को बताया जाएगा कि फिल्मों के गाने कैसे लिखे जाते हैं, कैसे बनते हैं, कैसे गाए जाते हैं, उनका संगीत कैसे लिखा जाता है. डॉक्टर सागर ज्वाइन करेंगे हमें, जो जाने माने लिरिसिस्ट हैं. उनके साथ होंगी स्क्रीन राइटर स्नेहल चौधरी, गुजरात के जाने माने राइटर, संगीत एक्टर, एंड जिन्होंने बहुत सारे गाने लिखे हैं, बहुत फेमस गाने लिखे हैं, कॉलमनिस्ट विनय दवे जी भी हमें ज्वाइन करेंगे इसमें, और मैं भी रहूँगा, और सिंगर स्वामी जी ज्वाइन करने वाली हैं. उसके बाद हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन सेशन है, नारी की निर्भीक कलम. अगर आप फेमिनिज्म को बढ़ावा देते हैं, वीमेन राइटर्स को बढ़ावा देते हैं, तो आप जरूर इसको ज्वाइन करिए, लाइव और ऑफलाइन ऑन द ग्राउंड. इसके स्पीकर्स हैं, बहुत ही जाने मानी लेखिका हैं शुभा अक्षर जी, जो दिल्ली से आई हुई हैं. कुमुद वर्मा अहमदाबाद की जानी मानी, पूरे इंडिया की जानी मानी लेखिका हैं, जो हमें ज्वाइन करने वाली हैं. और हमारे साथ में ज्वाइन करने वाली हैं नासिक से आई हुई जानी मानी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय लेखिका मनीषा खटाटे जी. और ये प्रोग्राम मॉडरेट किया जाएगा सोशल मीडिया स्टार दनवी माली द्वारा. लंच ब्रेक के बाद हम लोग देखेंगे इंटरनेशनल परफॉर्मेंसेज. इसमें विदेशों से आए हुए बच्चे, अराउंड स्टूडेंट्स एंड स्कॉलर्स फ्रॉम 7 countries across the globe. They will be performing on their music and fusion of Indian and international music. So don't miss it. After that, there will be, this is a very important session which is going to be Indian English writing, that is contemporary Indian English writing. आज के टाइम पे अंग्रेजी साहित्य में क्या लिखा जा रहा है और वो दुनिया उसको कैसे देखती है. इसमें बहुत ही हमारे बहुत ही जाने माने राइटर्स हैं. डॉक्टर इंदिरा नित्यानंदम, उत्कर्ष पटेल जी आना चाहते थे. वी आर वेरी सॉरी फॉर हिम, ही मेट विथ स्मॉल एक्सीडेंट. उत्कर्ष जी, इफ यू आर लिसनिंग, प्लीज टेक ए गुड केयर ऑफ योर सेल्फ. and Monali Chatterjee, Dr. Monali Chatterjee will be there, and this will be moderated by team Surbhi Thanki. Followed by 3 से 4 बजे, 3 बजे से 4 बजे तक दूसरा सेशन है जिसमें आप दोबारा देखेंगे ग्लोबल लेंस यंग स्कॉलर्स ऑन वर्ल्ड लिटरेचर एंड सिनेमा, जिसमें बात होने वाली है साहित्य और विश्व सिनेमा के बारे में. Scholars from 7 countries, Wayne Venasari from Myanmar, Burma, Saifullah Rahimi from Afghanistan, James from Azerbaijan, Hina from Brazil, and it will be moderated by our own Shivika Vishwakarma. Followed by a very important celebrity session, Cinematic Alchemy, the art of craft of magical movies. This will be joined by celebrity filmmaker Abhishek Jain, and of course everybody knows JD Majetia जी, कल भी थे हमारे साथ. और ये सेशन मॉडरेट किया जाएगा डीडी न्यूज एंकर जीनल देसाई द्वारा. बहुत ही बढ़िया सेशन है, आप लोग मिस मत करिएगा. उसके बाद गुजरात टूरिज्म, हमारे पैट्रन, गुजरात के बारे में बातें होंगी कि गुजरात में कौन सी चीज़ें हैं जिनको हमें ज़रूर देखना चाहिए. और ये सेशन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाला है क्योंकि इसके जो स्पीकर्स हैं दे आर वेरी यंग एनर्जेटिक स्पीकर्स एंड दे हैव बीन डूइंग अ लॉट फॉर द गुजरात टूरिज्म. वी विल बी जॉइंड बाई प्रीत शाह, द डायरेक्टर ऑफ पिंक ट्रैवल्स, भाविन भावसार, ट्रैवलप्रेन्योर, एंड इट विल बी मॉडरेटेड बाई खुशबू ठक्कर, एंड वी विल ऑल्सो बी जॉइंड बाई ऋषिराज मोरी. उसके बाद जो आखिरी सेशन है आज के दिन का, जिसके बाद हम क्लोजिंग करेंगे, उसके बारे में हमें बताने में बड़ा गर्व हो रहा है, बड़ी खुशी भी महसूस हो रही है. आप लोग सब लोग जरूर आइएगा, मिस मत करिएगा. इसमें ज्वाइन करने वाले हैं हमें वन एंड ओनली जय वसावड़ा, पॉपुलर स्पीकर. सो प्लीज डू ज्वाइन अस, एंड इट विल बी ही विल बी ज्वाइंड बाय अनदर वेरी पॉपुलर एंड सेलिब्रिटी पोएट पद्मश्री तुषार शुक्ला जी, एंड wonderful scholar Dr. Jay Tharoor. So please don't miss it. It is at 6 o'clock. It will start at 6 o'clock and end at 7 o'clock. It will be followed by closing ceremony, जहाँ पे हम सबको वोट ऑफ थैंक्स देंगे, हमारे वॉलंटियर्स बात करेंगे, फोटोग्राफी होगी, वॉलंटियर्स को सर्टिफिकेट दिए जाएंगे. So thank you so much. We are just waiting all of you to join us on the ground or online. Thank you for all your support. Niriksha has already thanked our sponsors. We never get tired to thank our sponsors and supporters because we are standing here because of them. First of all, Gujarat Tourism, they have been patron for many years. Thank you so much for helping and supporting us in organizing this festival. Icon Barcode Solutions, they are powering with their team. Everything is because of them, day and night, team is working. Calorex Foundation, the school partner, Gujarat Mineral Development Corporation, GMDC, being silver sponsor, Renaissance by Marriott, hospitality partner, Sahitya Manch, Vijan Rawal. Mr. Vijan Rawal has done a wonderful job. Thank you so much, sir, for all the help, and your team, Sahitya Manch as a literary partner, ICCR, Indian Council for Cultural Relations, and the ICCR community. They have been a great help. Thank you so much for being cultural partner. Serene Publishers being publishing partner, then cinema partner as a Serene Films. This program, Ahmedabad International Literature Festival, is being organized by a charitable trust, Icon Education Foundation. Thank you so much. We are going to start our session of the day 2. First session, we welcome the young children to perform at the stage. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you all.
A very good morning to everyone. So our first session would be for Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center. It is a wonderful initiative where it helps children to fall in love with reading and thinking beyond pages. Through its flagship program, the Book Club, it has been guiding young readers aged 6 to 15 for 7 years, helping them explore stories, poetries, ideas that sparks imagination and curiosity. This program is more than just about books. It's about building empathy, confidence, and creativity. Children here are here to learn, express themselves, share their thoughts, and see the world through new perspectives, turning every reading sessions into a journey of discovery and growth.
Our first speaker for today's session is Mr. Shiv Shankar Jha. Sir is the author of Haminasto, a Hindi poetry book, and has 2 Hindi novels in the pipeline set to release by the end of the year. We welcome Sir with a huge round of applause.
नमस्कार आप सभी को। मेरा नाम शिव शंकर झा है और आज के इतने एक सुंदर मंच पर मैं आप सभी का दोबारा स्वागत करता हूं। हम सभी लोग, ये बच्चे और मैं, कृष्णास कंसेप्चुअल लर्निंग सेंटर की तरफ से आए हैं। मैडम कृष्णा एक रीड अ किताब करके प्रोग्राम चलाती हैं जिसमें कि छोटे छोटे बच्चे लिखना सीखते हैं, पढ़ना सीखते हैं और जितना ये लिखना पढ़ना सीखेंगे आगे की दुनिया को ये उतना ही सुंदर बना पाएंगे। मेरे बारे में इतना कहूँगा कि मैंने एक ये किताब लिखी है, हमी अस्तो इसका नाम है। 2021 फरवरी में मैं इसे लेके आया था। पेशे से मैं एक इंजीनियर हूँ, केंद्र सरकार के एक उपक्रम में मैं काम करता हूँ और लिखता हूँ, पढ़ता हूँ और जितने भी लोगों से मिलता हूँ उन सबको यही कहता हूँ कि पढ़ते रहिए, लिखते रहिए, समय अच्छा कटेगा। धन्यवाद। मैं अब रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि मैम आएँ और हमारे बच्चों को एक एक करके बुलाएं। थैंक यू।
So our first performer for the day is Henil Patel, a literary critic. Henil is a literary critic who excels at understanding the complex stories and uncovering their hidden meanings.
Good morning, everyone, respected guests, teachers, and my dear friends. It's a wonderful feeling to stand here at the Ahmedabad Literature Festival and share my thoughts on a book that really touched my heart, The Yellow Umbrella. At first, you may wonder what's so special about an umbrella. After all, it's just something we use to protect ourselves from sun or the rain. But in this book, the umbrella is not just an object. It becomes a magical thread that connects different people and spread happiness wherever it goes. But the story begins very simply. But as the umbrella travels from one person to the another, it collects the little stories of kindness, joy, and happiness. What I found truly beautiful is how such a small everyday thing can create big smiles in people's life. It teaches us that sometimes the simplest things hold the greatest meaning. While reading the book, I felt as the umbrella itself had a heart. And yet it did not speak, yet it carried messages of love, care, and generosity. The author makes us realize that the joy is not only for big achievements or expensive gifts. It's about sharing what we have, no matter how small. One line that stayed with me is, happiness grows when we pass it on. Just like the umbrella was passed from one person to the another, we too can pass on kindness, joy, and sharing to people around us. Imagine how bright the world would be if we all contains our own yellow umbrellas of kindness. I would highly recommend this book to everyone here, not only because it's simple and easy to read, but also because it reminds us something very important, that joy of giving is far greater than joy of keeping. Thank you so much for listening me, and I hope today each one of us lives with the little yellow umbrella in our hearts, with spreading smile, shine or rain.
towards our next performer, Vivan Patel, a literary critic. Vivan reads book carefully, connecting stories to what it means to be human. He explains tricky book ideas simply, making learning exciting for everyone.
Thank you, Helen, for such a wonderful book review. The yellow umbrella is my favorite too. Imagine a giraffe cleaning windows, a pelican carrying anything in its pouch, and a monkey who's super smart. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what happened in this book. Billy, a brave and a kind boy, becomes friends with these three unusual animals. Giraffe, with a long neck that can reach any window. Pelly, the pelican, whose pouch can carry anything, even big treasures. Monkey, clever, mischievous, and full of fun ideas. Myself, Vivan Patel, I am reviewing this book, Giraffe and the Pelly and Me. The book is written by Roald Dahl, one of the most famous children's authors in the world. Millions of readers have loved his magical stories, and the Giraffe and the Pelly and Me continues to make childs everywhere laugh, dream, and imagine the impossible. Together, they start a ladderless window cleaning company and go on exciting adventures full of funny moments and clever tricks. You laugh at the animal's silly way and cheer for Billy as they solve tricky problems. The story shows that even the most unusual friends can do amazing things together. I would rate this book 5 out of 5. I would recommend this book to everybody, age group 8 to 15. Big adventures need brave hearts and a little bit of grace too. Thank you.
Towards our next performer, Arav Patel, Life for Future Water Conservation. He's a big champion for saving water, understanding it's super important for our planet. He shares smart ideas and easy way to help everyone, even the kids, understand how to be kind to our world.
Good morning, respected teachers, friends, and everyone present here. I am Arav Patel from Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center. Today, I am here to talk about something that flows through every part of our lives: water. Water is not just a natural resource, it is life itself. Without water, there are no farms, no food, no forest, and no future. But look around us today. Summers are getting hotter and rains are becoming irregular, and in some places, even drinking water is hard to find. In many cities, people stand in long lines just to fill a single bucket of water. In many cities, people Why this is happening? Because we humans have been careless. We waste water by leaving taps open, we pollute rivers with garbage and chemicals, and we cut down trees which bring rain. As a result, nature is sending us warnings, droughts, floods, and water shortages. The truth is, the future of water depends on the choices we make today. Here's how we can make a difference even as children. Close tap tightly and never let water drip away. Reuse water like using leftover water from washing vegetables to water plants. Plants, trees and protect our green spaces because trees bring rain and keep our planet cool. Say no to plastic waste which end up choking our rivers and oceans. Friends, water is like a bank account. If we keep withdrawing without saving, one day it will be empty. But if we will save a little every day, we will always have enough. Let's be the generation that respect every drop and promises a future where no one has to fight for water. Remember, the future will flow
smoothly only if we will save water today. Thank you.
Our next performer, Gruhi Sara, a food lover. She is a wonderful enthusiast with global palate who sees food as an art that tells stories of history, places, and cultures.
Thank you everyone for thank you Arab for making all understand that every drop of water counts. Hello everyone, myself Gruhi Saraf, a silent reader from Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center. 2 minutes of cooking, a bowl of full happiness. Slurp, slurp and the hunger is gone. A long time ago, in 1884, a man named Julius Maggie from Switzerland invented Maggi. He wanted to make food that was quick and easy to cook, especially for busy families. That is how Maggi was born. Maggi is my favorite snack. It is a type of instant noodle. It cooks very fast in just 2 minutes. Maggi tastes yummy and a little salty and spicy. I like to eat it when I am hungry after school. Sometimes my mother adds vegetables like carrots, peas and beans to make it healthy. The smell of Maggi is soft and fun to eat with a fork or a spoon. The smell of Maggi makes me happy and excited. I think Maggi is the best quick snack. I would give it 5 stars because it is quick, easy to cook and makes me smile. Now Maggi has come back with something special. Healthy millet Maggi. It is made with real millets, not just maida. That means it's not only tasty but also good for our body. It helps us to stay strong, gives us energy to play and keeps our tummy happy. Thank you.
So our next performer, Advik Gajjar. Advik bravely tackles the complex issue of child labor with compassion and deep thought.
Thank you, Gruhi, for making Maggi a healthy food for us to eat. Good morning, respected audience. Myself, Advik Gajjar, a curious reader from Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center. Today, I want to talk about something very serious, child labor. Child labor is when children like me and you are made to work instead of going to school. They work in shops, factories, farms and even on the street. They have to clean, carry heavy things and sell items. Other than they should be studying, playing and dreaming. Imagine this. You are holding a pencil, ready to write in your notebook, but someone takes it away and gives you a broom instead. Would you feel happy? No, you would feel sad, right? That's how children who are forced to work feel every single day. Let me share a little story. There was a boy named Arav. Arav wanted to be a doctor, but his parents were very poor. Instead of going to school, he worked in a small factory making toys. One day, a kind teacher saw him and asked, "Why aren't you in school?" Arav replied sadly, "I don't have time to study. I need to work so my family can eat." So, the teacher decided to help Arav. Slowly, Arav started going to school. He worked hard, studied well, and years later he became a doctor, just like he always dreamed. This story shows us that every child has a dream, but child labor steals that dream. So, if you see any child who is forced like child labor, report the nearest police station or tell or call 1098. Remember this powerful line: a book in a child's hand is better than a tool in a child's hand. So let's promise that our world is a place where every child can learn, play and shine like a star. Thank you.
Towards our next performer, Viransh Patel, literary critic. He shares fresh perspectives on literature, blending classic ideas with modern relevance.
Thank you, Advik. Good. Hello everyone, I am Viransh Patel and I want to tell you about the story Winter from Grandpa's Bag of Stories by Sudha Murthy. In this story, Grandpa tells how seasons like summer, winter and rain argue who should stay longest. Summer was too hot, rain made everything wet, and winter was very cold. Then they learned sharing time nicely makes everyone happy. Because it is funny and teaches us to and laugh at the same time. I think everyone should read this story because it shows us how important it is to be fair and kind. My rating stars 5 stars. I really enjoyed reading the story Winter from Grandpa's Bag of Stories. Thank you.
Our next performer, Vayun Tukarkia, a food connoisseur, is a food expert who loves to explore how food connects to culture and identity.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Vayun Tukarkia, youngest orator from Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center. Today I am going to talk something about very tasty. No, not chocolates. No, not even ice creams. I am talking about samosas. Yes, that yummy golden brown crispy snack that makes everyone's mouth watery. A long time ago, samosa were not from India. They were from faraway countries like Middle East and Persia. Back then, they were called sambosas. When traders came to India, they bought this tasty snack with them. And guess what? Indians added potatoes, peas, and some spices to make it even more delicious. Now, have you ever wondered why samosas are shaped in triangle? Some people say because two sides are too little and four sides are too much, but three sides are just perfect. I think because it can perfectly fit in our mouth. Samosas are like our best friends. When you are happy, eat a samosa. When you are sad, eat samosa. When you are bored, eat a samosa. Well, but do not eat too much, or you might start rolling around like one. So, my friends, a samosa is not just food. It's history, happiness, and taste, all wrapped in one crunchy bite. Remember this, life is short, so eat a samosa before someone else does. Thank you, friends.
Our next speaker is Jagrav Kaul. Jagrav's talks transport you to far off places, focusing on the small and special things that make a trip memorable, like meeting locals and discovering surprises.
Yes, samosas are my favorite too. Hello everyone, I am Jagra Kaur from Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center. Today I am going to give you a travel review. I want to tell you about Goa, the funniest and the sunniest place I have ever visited. The beaches are huge. I tried to build a sand castle, but the wave laughed at me and knocked it down. I think the sea was saying, "Nice try, little architect." The water was so blue and wiggly that I wanted to swim like a mermaid. I even tried to race a crab, but it won. I think the crab must be a superhero. I saw boats that were so colorful, they looked like they came from a candy shop. And guess what? I drank coconut water straight from a coconut tree. It tickled my tongue and made me giggly. My suggestions: if you go to Goa, collect tiny seashells and make a treasure jar. Every time you look at it, you'll remember your funny adventures. Keep the beaches clean, throw your trash in the bins, and never leave plastic behind. That way the crabs, fishes, and even little mermaids like me can stay happy. And the sunsets, wow! The sky turns pink, orange, purple. I think the sun was showing off for me. Goa is a super fun and full of surprises. I laughed, I ran, I splashed, and I wish I could stay there forever. I believe this state has 5 on 5 stars. You must visit this December. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Vardhan Jethi. Vardhan is an expert at deeply understanding books and stories, uncovering both their plain meanings and the big ideas they explore.
Thank you, Jagra, for an amazing travelogue. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vardhan, and today I am going to share. And I am from Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center. And today I am going to share about my one of the favorite book, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. This book is full of magic, mystery, and excitement. It is the second series in Harry Potter. In this book, Harry goes back to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. But this year, school is not just about classes, Quidditch, or fun with friends. This year, suddenly surprising things are being happen, like students getting stiff and frozen like statues, and walls screaming with scary messages written in red. Even though people suspect Harry, he never stops searching for the truth. With the help of his best friends Ron and Hermione, he tries to solve mystery. They face many challenges like flying in a magical car, meeting hundreds of giant spiders in the Forbidden Forest, and discovering that a ghost named Moin Myrtle knows an important secret. In the end, Harry shows courage by fighting a giant snake called the Basilisk inside the chamber. With the sword of Godric Gryffindor and the help of Fox the Phoenix, he saves Ginny Weasley and protects the school. What makes Harry a hero is not just about magic, but his bravery, kindness, and loyalty to his friends. What I love about this book is not only about spells and magic, it also teaches us big lessons. It shows that true bravery means standing up for what is right. And it, it tells us that help comes from most unaccepted people, places like the phoenix helping Harry in his darkest moments. What I feel Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is such an inspiring story and magical adventure, but at the same time, it gives us wisdom for real life. I hope you all read and feel what I felt while reading this book. Thank you, and remember, books are the real magic that stay with us forever.
Our next speaker is Sharjil Sopariwala. Sharjil loves to travel and cares deeply about old special places. He writes that connect us to history, amazing buildings, and the people who lived long ago.
Thank you, Vardhan, for reviewing my favorite book too. Hello everyone, I am Sajil Supariwala from Krishna's Conceptual Learning Center, and today I want to tell you about Udaipur, the city I recently visited. Udaipur is called the city of lakes, and I can see why. There are so many beautiful lakes like Lake Pichola and Fateh Sagar Lake. I went on a boat ride in Lake Pichola, and it felt like I was in a fairy tale. I even saw the city palace, which looked huge and royal like a castle from a storybook. The streets in Udaipur are colorful and full of small shops. I tried some yummy Rajasthani food like dal bati churma. It was tasty and different from what I usually eat. One of the best parts was seeing the sunset by the lake. The water turned golden and I clicked so many photos. What I like the most about Udaipur is that it is both fun and peaceful at the same time. You can explore the palaces, ride in boats, and still enjoy the calm lakes and gardens. I think everyone should visit Udaipur at least once. It feels magical. And you can learn a lot about history and culture while having fun. I rate this city 5 on 5. You must visit this Diwali. Thank you.
Our next speaker, Zulafa Sopariwala, World of Fairy Tales.
Thank you, Sarjil, for a wonderful travel log. Hello everyone, myself Zulafa Subariwala. My topic is, if I could be a fairy, I would have sparkling wings that shimmer in every color of the rainbow, and I could fly everywhere, not just for fun, but to help people and make the world better place. I would sprinkle fairy dust to heal the sick, comfort the lonely, and bring joy to children who are sad. I would help families find clean water, plant trees to fight pollution, and make sure animals have safe home. Being a fairy is not just about magic, it's about caring for others. I would teach people to be kind, share what they have, and protect nature, because true magic comes from helping humanity. Imagine flying above cities, forests, and villages, spreading hope and happiness wherever I go. Wherever I go, I would make sure no one feels forgotten, no one goes hungry, and everyone has a little sparkle in their life. If I were a fairy, I would use my magic to make the world kinder, brighter, and happier place for all humans and creatures alike. In today's world, with challenges like climate change, natural disaster, and people struggling to survive, I would use my magic to bring clean water, fresh air, and hope to everyone who needs it. Because even in third time, a little kindness and care can make the world magical. So let's to make this world a better place to live. Thank you, everyone.
Next speaker, Delzeen Kasad.
People never learn anything by being told. They learn by experiencing it for themselves. This was a famous quote by Paulo Coelho in my favorite book, Veronica Decides to Die. Good morning, everyone. My name is Delzeen Kasad, and I am from Krishna's Constitutional Learning Center. So, in this book, Veronica, who is a Slovenian girl and decides to end her life because she fears sheer existential loneliness. She goes through severe depression and trauma. She's gone through so much in her life, though she has her family, her friends, but she lives in an apartment, and she overdoses herself because she feels like she's not worth it. She ends in a mental asylum where she's being tortured. But even though she feels as if she cannot live or she must die right now, she knows that she has to keep moving forward. That's it. Thank you, everyone.
Our next speaker, Vedanshi Barot.
Just imagine, all these years of your life have been a lie. Your whole life has been a lie. 12-year-old Sophie Foster has a secret. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vedanshi Barot, and I'm going to review the book Keeper of the Lost City by Shannon Messenger. It is a perfect book for fiction lovers and Harry Potter fans. Sophie is just a middle school girl who's a telepath. She can read everyone's mind. Her life is fine until she meets a boy named Fitz. He can also read minds. Her life is going all well until Fitz tells her that she is an elf. She thinks he's joking, but Fitz is dead serious. She is forced to leave everything behind and erase the memories of her human family. But not everyone is thrilled with her homecoming. There are secrets buried deep into Sophie's mind. Secrets people desperately want. Secrets they might even kill for. Thank you.
And last but not the least, we would like to invite the founder of Krishna Conceptual Learning Center, Ms. Krishna Pandya.
A very good morning to one and all present here. My children, Shiv Shankar Jaji all of them have spoken much about on different aspects. Somebody talk about food, somebody talk about water, somebody talk about child labor. We believe that inculcating these thoughts in young minds can make the world a better place to live. Thank you, Mr. Umashankar Yadav and Niriksha, for throughout support for my children. Whatever I asked for, she has always been there. I would not take much time. Thank you for allowing my children to present here at Ahmedabad International Literature Festival. This is my third time, and I assure Mr. Yadavji I'll keep coming with new bunch of students to whom you can inspire more. Thank you so much. Thank you. I request all my children to come up on the stage along with Shiv sir. Keep your speeches there on the table only.
I would now like to felicitate the panel by Mr. Vision Raval and Mr. Vinay Dave.